How's it going, YouTube friends and family? It's BigLogan here at Mountaineer Van Works. I've got an epic Sprinter 170 conversion to show you guys. My first luxury premium full conversion on a Sprinter. I've done some partial conversions on Sprinters in the past. After 25 plus full van conversions and 5 years of being a professional van conversion business, I want to show you guys my latest and greatest tour and show you guys what's next to finish off my 2025 year and what we have coming up next year. So we're staying busy here in West Virginia. Mountaineer Van Works, BigLogan channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking in. Let's get this awesome and epic van tour video started. So let's jump right in. Sprinter 170, this is for a Wisconsin buyer. They brought this van to me. All my vans this past year have been customer supplied. So if you guys are interested in getting your van converted professionally, been doing this for 5 years now and have got close to 30 conversions under my belt. This is a rear wheel drive Sprinter 170 high roof, and we'll start with the exterior and then we'll jump right in. All right, so some of the exterior features of this conversion are the nice Vantech running boards, 3-piece. Customer actually put those on before bringing it to the shop. Got the van windows, direct windows all the way around. So the sliding cargo door, dual bunk windows, and a universal window at the dinette we'll show you in a bit. Up top, we've got the White Top Adventure Strata roof rack, and that is paired with the Fiamma F45S awning. Coming around back, customer also bolted on the Illumines spare tire carrier and ladder assembly before bringing it here. There's our other bunk window on the driver's side, and then we've got a universal window with a tip-out awning at the dinette for some nice ventilation there. So up top, again on the Strata roof rack, is 600 watts of solar, sandwiching around the Dometic RTX 2000, 12-volt DC air conditioner, and a MaxxAir roof vent fan over the bed. So that's really the extent of the exterior conversion. Let's go ahead and jump inside. All right, so coming around back here, we've got a nice 12-inch mattress queen bed. Customer specified that out. We normally go with the 6-inch, but this customer wanted a nice plush, thick mattress, so we custom upholstered that. Thanks, Mama Dukes. Did some fun dog pattern throw pillow and upholstery cushions, which we'll show you here in a bit in the dinette. But coming around back, we've got our plumbing bay housing a 40-gallon freshwater tank and a 13-gallon gray tank for the sink under this utility bay. Outdoor shower. Did a magnetic shower holder, so you can just kind of place this around anywhere. Rubber coated magnets, they can fit anywhere on the van and just stow away. Electrical bay, we've got ventilation. Our actual diesel cabin heater by Webasto is housed beside the wheel well and under our battery bank. And we've got more ample storage underneath all the electronic components. So this one has 412 amp hours of lithium and our standard off-grid package, inverter, solar charge controller, DC to DC charger, Victron battery monitoring, and all that's Bluetooth, both battery and the Victron setup. So up top on the Strata rack, we custom modded the rack for the rear bar and added these slim pucks. So they have a nighttime mode, I call it. It's just a real dim ambient light, not like a big spot or anything that the second mode does. You can see those are for really lighting it up. Just a dual mode function switch, so I really like that slim pod setup there. Upholstered the rear doors and insulated those, sound dampening just as normal. And we went with this van all the way through a Stainmaster LVP flooring. We tied the butcher block colors in to this, which we will show you. Our finished bed and bunk area looks like this. So we upholstered with Marathon tweed the head and foot nooks, as this is an east to west sleeping van. You got dual reading lights and USB chargers. The Webasto Smart Temp controller is right up there by your bed, as well as the Max fan remote mounted, as this is the deluxe version with dual direction and thermostat. So there's an overhead cubby upholstered and trimmed out beautifully. and 3 overhead cabinets with inset finish. Just turned out great. The customer wanted to do the white ceiling planks that match our wall colors. So it's a very beautiful, vibrant white. My favorite blue van I've done about 4 or 5 different blue interior finish vans. I think this one takes the cake. Just a great interior finish all in all. All right, so first entrance into the van, you can see we've got our kitchen galley and cooktop encasing the Dometic NRX 115 high efficiency 12 volt fridge and freezer combo. I've got the Campervan HQ metal step-in that's protected with a grip tape. I'm just keeping it clean before the buyer gets here. And that has the storage solution for under these galleys. So that's a predefined dimension. Great trim out piece, really like that. We got a flip down galley table for outside when you're boondocking. That's just a flush mount, as we didn't want to do a inlay or inset rather door system with the fridge compartment here. And we do have a nice louver to vent that refrigerator up top. There's our awning control light. You can see our nice ambient glow awning LED strip there. That's on a dimmer switch coming into the van. Here's our great forward placed dinette centered on that window. Another dimmer switch for that area. We've got that great upholstery again. Thank you, Mom, for your custom handmade and hand-stitched dinette chair system. This obviously converts and drops on the swivel table into a couch. These chairs swivel as well. I can drop a picture in there. So you have a nice viewing area and hangout spot. 24-inch LED smart TV. And the dinette area again with that vent. Just open that up. It's got a nice screen, and we've got an HDMI input, so you could put a laptop here or your DVD player to put input to the TV if you're not streaming. USB-C charging pad, the inverter remote, local outlet, and again that dimmer switch. So all that kind of lays in your dinette control area. All right, so our kitchen galley consists of the true induction T1B induction cooktop facing right out the door nicely. Sink got tucked back a little bit to clear that refrigerator, but still by the doorway in general, so you could be washing your dishes, have a nice view. Underneath, large sink basin, custom-made cabinetry. This one houses our controls under the countertop, so we've got another 10-gallon gray tank to catch the shower water, and lighting controls, our water pump. Standard with us, the rotary hot water timer switch, and then fresh water tank level gauge, dual grays, and dual electronic ball valve dumps, so you can monitor your water situation and levels and dump those tanks remotely with that switch right there. Great storage underneath. Finishing that up, 2 sliding drawers. Those both have the soft close. This one was a little bit taller, as it did need to clear the rear wheel well, but also great finish. Nice inset pass-through door. Plenty of clearance there. So our countertop is Havia Butcher Block, finished with Rubio Monocoat, buffed in, nice smooth, very durable linseed oil epoxy combo. And this just finished out great, tying in with the floor. Up above to finish out our kitchen galley, designated the microwave 700 watts to live here, right above your cooking station and washing station. And could really justify one more of these overhead drawers as a pantry. So inset cabinets with upholstery in the back, all have good strong catch latches there. All right, so our main focal piece of this build, and the biggest challenge for me, was converting this floor to ceiling shower with a beautiful 45 transition edge to match the countertop, and house a lovely black wand and shower head. We accented that with faux marble tile pieces. And then this also houses and stores the Lavio dry flush toilet. So we have a false dinette chair storage area. It's all finished out and waterproofed to slide that Lavio toilet out when you're ready to use it. And just simply slide it back in. So there's our drain to our 10-gallon gray tank under the van here. And then I did the 3-bin hotel style shampoo, body wash, conditioner to match in a nice elegant black. Our door is the Irvine custom self-wiping black mesh with black frame shower door. Just turned out great. Works awesome. Great product there. Finishing off this piece is a very spacious wardrobe. So this wardrobe houses the access for the shower cartridge in case there is to be some long-term maintenance there. This also has a removable shelf piece if you were to drape longer garments from all the way up top down. And finally, past the shower and the galley, has a nice eased edge step up into that plush 12-inch mattress and a cozy east to west sleeping queen mattress. We custom cut this. Again, the overhead storage bunk. There's our Webasto thermostat on the smart temp controller and our Max Air remote. You guys can see these clean lines, beautiful finish. Love that blue. Sliding bunk windows for ventilation. That Max Air fan. What an awesome conversion. It was an intense build. This took me 3 months to do. There's our Dometic RTX controls right by the dinette area. You can simply hit your remote and control the AC climate. So guys, this is one final look at this beautiful blue and white Sprinter 170 conversion. It just turned out awesome. Guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Please like this video, share it with your friends and family. We'll catch you on the next Sprinter 170 van build. I'm gonna take you guys step by step, week by week on this final 2025 Sprinter conversion and get you guys back into a more involved step-by-step process of what goes into doing a full-scale, beautiful conversion like this. So I'm really excited. I'm going to introduce now my boy Hunter. Hunter is my new video editor. We brought him aboard. He takes care of my website and now my social media and video edits. So we're going to give a big shout out to my man Hunter at Country Roads Technology. Hit him up if you need some web development work or IT. He also does social media support. So he's paired with me, local to West Virginia. We're going to team up and start rocking on some YouTube build videos. So 5 years ago, I did a full build episode series. I probably won't go into that much detail, but at least a week by week of what it's like to be a day in the life of a professional van builder. 5 years tenured, close to 30 conversions under his belt. So I'm really excited to share that content with you guys. It's been a long time in the making. I've been very busy getting the business off the ground, getting builds out the door, and sharing them with you guys. So thank you guys again so much. Check out our other van tour videos. Check out mountaineervanworks.com. Thank you guys again. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys on the next video. Peace and love. Later.